Stirring the coffee with flaming chopsticks, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. These are the first words that I've spoken all day. We'll get started, but first, coffee. Excellent. Excellent. Maybe I should clear my throat and actually say a few things before I press record on the camera, because these are the first words that come out of my mouth in the morning. Can you imagine waking up and the very first words out of your mouth in the morning are not, "Good morning, sweetheart." Your first words are, "Stirring my coffee with chopsticks, using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level." You get really good at it after a while. My God, if I ever get married again, which may not happen, or if I end up with a lifetime companion, no more shack-ups, no more weekend encounters. Those days are long over with for me. Thank God. Get tired of that stuff. I get tired of it after a while. Young guys are like, "What? You get tired of it?" What I get tired of is you can't always be yourself when you're with other people, especially on the short term. You're faking something. It's an act. You can't be yourself. And you can only be on that kind of behavior for so long before it breaks down. So that's why I love the life of solitude. And if I have a lifetime companion and I see different women, but I'm not having them spend the night at the house, I don't feel like washing the sheets every other day and taking the blonde hair woman's hair out of the hairbrush so the brown hair girl doesn't see the blonde hair girl, and checking the backs of doorknobs to make sure that there's not women's underwear hanging on it so the next woman doesn't see it. When I was a younger man, that was how it was. A life of pure biology, pure rebellion. Much more disciplined now, much more. Would I change those years? Yeah, I would. What, do I regret that? Yes, I do, because I think I damaged myself. I think that there was, I don't think it's good for the psyche. It might be good for high-fiving and fist-bumping your friends, but overall for your psyche, no, not a good thing. My opinion only. A life of fidelity and obedience to God is a cool life, and I've had that on and off. That has been a struggle. There were some years that it wasn't a struggle, when I was just in pure rebellion. And is it now survivor bias? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But let's get started. The penmanship mug reminds me every day that I'm improving my handwriting. This is 400 writing prompts. You can get this on Amazon, and the Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen. All of these are tools of improvement. Or as one of my interviewees once said, tools for the soul. I messed up my room on purpose and I didn't make my bed and it felt so fucking good. Mess up your room, jack up your bed. How's that sound? For all of you that cleaned your room and made your bed and your life didn't get better, go fuck your bed up. Throw shit around in your room and see how good it feels. The upside of Coke Zero is when you spill it on the patio outside and it doesn't get swarmed with ants, because not even they recognize it as food or nutritional. People who park at the farthest parking spaces are either doing it for exercise, which I do, or they're making out and committing adultery. It's weird to see two adults making out in a car in broad daylight. You know they're not married, because married people don't do that. Or you just have a new car and don't want to get any dings or bumps in it. Starting yesterday, let the lawnmower, weed whacker, and leaf blower games begin. I know in my neighborhood, it's nothing but noise 7 days a week from gas-powered items, as everybody has different days, or their landscapers have different days of cutting their grass. I know my landscaper usually comes on Mondays, cuts the grass, does all the stuff. It's noisy for a short time, but the neighbors are Sunday. These neighbors are Saturday. So it's like literally 7 days a week. The lawn Nazis that are mowing their lawns like 9 times to get the perfect herringbone pattern. Everything is forgivable, but not everything is forgettable. It's okay. Forgive, let go, but don't forget. Don't be a fool. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. A message to people who have YouTube channels who are influential with men. We never want to push a guy to the point where he takes himself out. Men come to us for help. He doesn't know how to act. He's hurting inside, and all you're seeing is a young man or a grown man act out. I want you to think about this. Acting out equals reaching out for help. Acting out equals reaching out for help. Some men push more men away from the manosphere. I keep swearing that I will never use that friggin' word. By hammering the ones who are honestly inquiring. There's a lot of call-in programs and chat questions coming in, and you can tell, like, the idiots, the guys that are trolling you, from the guys that are asking honest questions. All I have to say is, go easy, my brothers. You were a hurting blue pill pussy yourself, like I was at one time, but you don't want to admit that. Be humble, my brothers. Not everybody responds to the bro version of tough love. Go easy, my brothers. Everything is not the fucking game, lift weights, testosterone, pickup chicks lifestyle. Sometimes it's the studying, burning the midnight oil, being a scholar, stretching, having cats. It's not all fucking Dobermans and lifting weights and picking up girls. I will draw the line right down the middle of the men's community of those that are just, that's the shit that pushes people away. Macho pushes people away. It's basically just being an asshole. It's got nothing to do with men. It's just being an asshole. Any gender can be an asshole. Men or women can be assholes. Don't be an asshole. President Trump appoints people. He doesn't hire people like a job. He appoints them for tasks. They serve a purpose. They operate 100% on merit. When that purpose is completed, he slides the next level of competence in there. It's not that hard to understand. If you have a job mentality where you hire someone and they stay in there no matter what, then people slack off. If you're appointed for a purpose, for a task, you complete the task knowing that your time in there could end. I like that. It's not hard to understand. You never rest on your laurels, ever. You always have to be producing, which is how work should be. I did a little talk last night, an episode on the Rational Christian, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a separate YouTube channel or not, but I will always post some of it here. And that is about the miraculous and God's favor. And people yapping on social media about God's favor, yapping away about the miraculous. And I know the evangelical and non-denominational churches just love talking about God like he's their best buddy in their back pocket, like he's Santa Claus making a list of who's naughty and nice, and they're genie in a bottle that they can conjure up anytime they want to produce a blessing. The chief end of man is to glorify God and enjoy him forever. That's it, nothing else. The world revolves around the Lord, not around you. When you feel that it revolves around you, you feel that you have special favor, that you have a channel to God where all these good things happen to you. Your shit doesn't stink. You have an aura and a glow. It doesn't work that way. We're not going to figure it out until the end. Anyone who has it all figured out does not have sound doctrine. The miraculous doesn't occur as much as you think. I had a professor in seminary once that said, I'm going to show you a miracle before the end of this class. And I'll never forget. He took a pen and went like this. There's my miracle. He says, do you realize it would take the Cray computer operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 14 years, all of the commands that went through our brain for me to twirl a pen? It would take that long on the most powerful computer in the world to reproduce or recreate that same electronic interaction that our brain did in just a couple seconds. That's a miracle. That's an absolute miracle. That is not random. But yet people want to have miracles when it comes to sickness and illness. Stop living a delusional Christian life. Stop it. And hanging out with delusional Christian people. No wonder you're on a damn roller coaster. Finish your coffee.